Dreams are coded messages that make us question our place in the world. They are glimpses of a possible future or warnings of necessary changes. But there are dreams that go beyond simple messages. Dreams that are chosen especially for us, as if they were a call to a greater mission. Dreams that make us feel intense emotion, that make us want more. Dreams that make us ask, what would happen if I followed my heart? These dreams are more than just figments of our imagination. They are messages from our subconscious that make us face our fears and insecurities. They are opportunities to grow, to overcome our limits and reach our potential. They are calls for change, to abandon the comfortable and embrace the unknown. They're dreams that make us question who we are and who we can be. Dreams that make us feel alive. But why are these dreams so easily forgotten? Why do we not pay attention to the messages they bring us? It is as if they were warnings that make us stop and reflect on our lives. It's like a sign that we're on the right path, or that we're far from our purpose. It's like an opportunity to change the course of our lives. These dreams are like a map that shows us the way to achieve our goals. They're like a guide that shows us how to overcome obstacles and achieve our dream. They're like a friend that supports us and encourages us to keep going. They're like an inner voice that makes us feel like we're on the right path. So, you feel ready to discover what these chosen dreams have to tell you. You're ready to listen to the message they bring. You're ready to change your life in a positive way. So, let's start this journey together. 1. The dream of losing someone. You dream that you are in a familiar place, but you cannot find the person you love the most. Your family or your closest friend is missing, and you are desperately searching for them. In the dream, you call out their name, but there is no answer. You look everywhere, but there is no sign of them. The feeling of panic and despair begins to take over your heart. You feel alone and abandoned. The dream may be a reflection of your fear of losing someone you love, or it may be a warning to strengthen the bonds with the people who are part of your life. You dream that you are in an unknown place, and you cannot find your way back home. You're in a forest or in a big city, and you feel like you're being chased by something or someone. You desperately search for a way out, but there is no option. The dream may be a reflection of your fear of getting lost or losing control of your life. It may be a warning to stay in control of your life and not get lost along the way. In a dream, you meet someone you love, but they are different. You no longer recognize them. They're doing strange things and acting in a way that does not match their personality. You feel confused and scared. The dream may be a reflection of your fear of losing connection with the people you love, or it may be a warning to connect more with the people who are part of your life. You dream that you are at a funeral, or at a burial, or at a farewell ceremony, and you see someone you love is dead. You feel desperate and cry a lot. You try to wake up, but the dream is very vivid and you cannot wake up. The dream may be a reflection of your fear of losing someone you love, or it may be a warning to value more the people who are part of your life. You dream that you are in a very difficult situation. You are alone and there is no one to help you. You feel abandoned and hopeless. You call for help, but there is no answer. The dream may be a reflection of your fear of being abandoned or losing the support of the people you love. It may be a warning to trust yourself more. 2. The dream of the house in ruins. Imagine that you are dreaming and find yourself in front of an old, abandoned house with broken tiles, closed windows, and doors creaking in the wind. The house looks like it has been abandoned for decades, with weeds growing between the stones and an air of desolation. You feel a shiver down your spine as you look at the house, as if something wants to get out of it. The front door starts to creak, and you feel that something or someone is trying to get your attention. The house begins to change, the walls begin to crack, and the tiles begin to fall off, as if an invisible force is working to destroy the structure. You approach the door and feel a blast of hot air coming from inside. This image may be a reflection of your subconscious, showing you that something in your life needs attention and repair. The dilapidated house may represent a relationship that is falling apart, a part of yourself that needs care, or a project that is about to fail. The dream is trying to warn you that it is time to stop and fix things before it is too late. The house can also represent your own mind, showing that you're surrounded by negative thoughts and emotions that need to be cleared and organized. The dream is sending you a warning sign to take care of your mental and emotional health. The house in ruins can also be a representation of the past, showing that you are carrying emotional baggage that needs to be released. The dream may be showing that you're holding on to too much from the past, and that it is time to let go and move on. The house can be a symbol of safety and security, and the dream is showing that you are feeling insecure and vulnerable. You need to look within and find the courage to face the fears and insecurities that are holding you back once and for all. The dream of the house in ruins can be a reflection of your lack of financial security, showing that you are surrounded by debt and financial problems. The house can represent the lack of stability and security in your life, and the dream is showing that it is time to take control of your finances and find a solution to your problems. The dream is warning you to worry about the future and plan wisely. The house in ruins can also be a symbol of transformation and rebirth. The dream is showing that you need to let go of something in order to grow and evolve. The house can represent your own identity, and the dream is showing that you need to change and adapt to the changes in life. The dream is sending a signal that it is time to let go and find a new path to move forward. 3. The dream of a building collapsing. Dreams that leave us breathless and restless, such as the dream of a falling building, make us question whether we are prepared to face life's challenges. Have you ever dreamed that you were in a building that was beginning to collapse, or that you were falling from a dizzying height? This dream could be a sign that you are feeling overwhelmed or that you need to reevaluate your goals. Some psychologists believe that this dream could be related to a significant change in your life, such as a career change or a breakup. Others believe that the dream could be a representation of a loss of control or a feeling of insecurity. The interpretation of this dream can vary from person to person, but one thing is certain. It leaves us with a sense of urgency and a feeling that we need to do something to change our situation. It is important to remember that dreams are a way for our brain to send us important messages. Therefore, it is essential to pay attention to these messages and reflect on what they may be telling us. By doing so, we can learn more about ourselves and discover how to overcome challenges. Dreaming about falling can also be a way for your brain to combat stress and anxiety. When we are overwhelmed or feel pressured, our brain can create dreams that simulate a dangerous environment so that we can learn how to deal with these situations. This does not mean that you're crazy or that there is something wrong with you. It just means that your brain is working on a deeper level to help you overcome obstacles. But what should you do when you have a dream like this? First, it is important to calm down and remind yourself that it is real. Then, try to reflect on what you were doing in the dream and how you felt. This can help you figure out what the dream is trying to tell you. Additionally, it is essential to practice relaxation and stress management techniques so that you can better deal with difficult situations. Dreaming about falling from a building can be scary, but it is also an opportunity for you to learn more about yourself and overcome obstacles. By paying attention to the messages your brain is sending you, you can start to work on yourself and become a stronger, more confident person. 4. The dream of losing something. Dreams about loss are common and can be very scary, but they can also be an opportunity to grow and learn. What are you willing to lose in order to gain something much greater? The answer may be hidden in our dreams. A dream about losing something can be a reflection of our fears and insecurities. It could be related to a recent experience or a distant memory. Our mind is processing this information and creating a dream that makes us feel anxious and lost. This can be a sign that we need to deal with our fears and overcome them. The dream may be warning us of something that is about to happen, or it may be an opportunity to free ourselves from something that is holding us back. The answer is hidden in our subconscious. Dreams about loss can also be our mind's way of telling us that we need to change something in our life. This could be a relationship, a job, or a habit. Our mind is telling us that we are on a path that is not healthy for us. A dream about losing something can be a warning to take action and change course. This can be difficult, but it is necessary for our growth. The dream is showing us that we need to have the courage to change. The dream of losing something can also be a form of our loss of identity. This can be related to a recent change in our life, such as a divorce, a job change, or the loss of a loved one. Our mind is processing this loss and creating a dream that makes us feel like we're losing a part of ourselves. This can be an opportunity to rediscover who we are and find a new purpose. The dream is showing us that we need to find a new identity. The dream of losing something is an opportunity to grow and learn. It is a chance to deal with our fears and overcome them. This can be difficult, but it is necessary for our growth. The dream is showing us that we need to have the courage to change and overcome our limits. It is an opportunity to find a new purpose and a new identity. It is a chance to grow and become a better person. The dream is showing us the path to growth and overcoming. 5. The dream of flying without wings. The dream of flying without wings is one of the most recurrent and intriguing in the dream universe since humanity began to record its dreams. The oldest records already show people dreaming of flying without any type of physical support. It is as if our brain was trying to show us something that is beyond our physical limitations, an encrypted message that needs to be decoded and understood. It is possible that this dream is linked to a deep desire to overcome obstacles and limits that are imposed on us. Or perhaps it is a way for our mind to process the emotions and feelings that we have not yet been able to express. Flying without wings is an incredible sensation that makes us feel free and without weight, as if we were freeing ourselves from all our worries and responsibilities. It is a feeling of total freedom and purity, a sensation that we can experience in dreams but cannot explain or rationalize. It is a language of our unconscious that needs to be heard and interpreted so that we can better understand who we are and what we want from life. When we dream of flying without wings, we are allowing ourselves to dream big, and dream impossible. It is as if our brain is showing us that there are no limits to what we can achieve and conquer. It is a message of confidence and motivation that needs to be heard and internalized so that we can live a full and satisfying life where there is no room for doubt and fear. The dream of flying without wings can also be a sign that we are feeling trapped or imprisoned in our lives, whether in relationships, in our jobs, or in our own beliefs and values. It is a warning for us to change and free ourselves from these bonds and fly high again. It is an opportunity for change and transformation that we need to take advantage of so that we can live the life we have always dreamed of. The dream of flying without wings is a gift that our brain gives us. It is an invitation for us to dream beyond what is possible and to fly high in dreams. And in life is a special language that needs to be heard and understood so that we can live a full and satisfying life where there is no room for doubt and fear. 6. The dream of someone's death. You dreamed that a loved one was leaving you, that their cold, pale body was lying before you, and you could do nothing to stop it. The dream was so real that you woke up with your heart racing in a cold sweat, and the sense of loss was almost palpable. What is this dream trying to tell us? Is it a warning that someone is in danger, or is it just a manifestation of our worst fears? The dream of someone dying can have many interpretations, but one thing is certain: it cannot be ignored. It could be a call for you to reevaluate your relationship with that person, to value the time you have with them more. Or it could be a sign of drastic changes that are coming, and that you need to be prepared to lose something or someone that is very important to you. The dream can also be a manifestation of our own fears of losing someone, of being alone, of losing control. Whatever the reason, it is essential that you explore the meaning of this dream and discover what it is trying to tell us. Dreaming about someone's death can also be a reflection of our own mortality. After all, we are all mortal beings, and one day we will pass away. The dream can be a way for our mind to process this reality, to make us deal with death. But it can also be a warning for you to live your life more intensely, more fully, and not waste time on unimportant things. Death is a reality that accompanies us from birth, and it is essential that you are prepared for it. The question is, are you prepared for the death of someone you love? Are you prepared for the pain and suffering that comes with the loss of a loved one? Dreaming about someone's death can be a way for our mind to prepare us for this loss, so that we can face it with more dignity. An intriguing fact is that the dream about someone's death can be shared with other people. You dreamed that a friend was dying, and days later you discovered that he was actually going through a critical moment. This may mean that the dream is not just a personal manifestation, but rather a form of communication between people. Dreams can be a way for our minds to communicate with the minds of others, so that we can know what is going on in their lives. It is a fascinating concept that can revolutionize our understanding of dreams and their importance in our lives. Dreaming about someone dying can also be a challenge for you to connect more with the people you love. It can be a call for you to value the relationships you have with others more, so that you do not miss the opportunity to tell them how you feel. It is essential that you do not ignore this dream, and that you explore its meaning in your life. You have the power to change the course of events, to prevent loss, to strengthen relationships. What will you do? You will ignore this dream, or you will use it as an opportunity to change your life. 7. The dream of losing control. Imagine driving a car on a winding road and suddenly losing control of the steering wheel. The car starts to skid and you feel your heart racing. This is not just a dream. It is a warning from your subconscious. You may be feeling like your life is spinning out of control in some way. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed at work or in your personal life. The dream may be suggesting that you need to make changes to regain control. It is time to stop and reevaluate your priorities. You need to remember that you are the driver of your life. The dream about losing control may be a reflection of the stress and anxiety that you are feeling. You may feel like you are losing control of your life and don't know how to cope anymore. This may be interfering with your sleep and your ability to concentrate. It is important to remember that you are not alone and that many people go through this. It is time to seek help and support from friends and family. It is time to stop blaming yourself and start working on positive changes. The dream may also be related to a recent loss in your life. You may be feeling lost and directionless after the loss of a loved one or relationship. The dream is a reminder that you need to find a new path and regain control of your life. It is time to start healing and reconnecting with yourself. You need to remember that loss is a natural part of life and that you can always find a new path. The dream of losing control can be a wake-up call for you to evaluate your recent choices. You may have made decisions that are proving to be wrong, and now you are feeling lost. It is time to stop and reevaluate your choices. You need to remember that you have the power to change, and that the choices you make now will affect your life in the future. It is time to be honest with yourself and make positive changes. The dream is a call for you to connect with your inner self and your feelings. You may be feeling disconnected from yourself and the world around you. It is time to stop and connect with your intuition and desires. You need to remember that you are capable of controlling your life and that you have the power to create positive change. It's time to start focusing on your goals and creating a plan to achieve them. The dreams we receive at night are valuable messages that our subconscious sends us, alerting us to situations that need to be reviewed or changes that need to be made. They show us that we are on the right path or warn us of possible obstacles that we may face. These are messages that should be heard and reflected upon, as they can change the course of our lives. The universe sends us these messages so that we can learn and grow. It is important to listen to your inner voice and not ignore the messages we receive during sleep. You need to be attentive and willing to change. Now is the time to start paying attention to the messages you receive at night. Do not ignore these valuable messages any longer. Listen to your inner voice and allow it to guide you. You have the power to change your life and choose the path you want to follow. It is time to wake up and start using these messages for your personal growth. Don't waste any more time and start following your intuition. It is your strongest ally. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to continue receiving inspiring content and learn how to use your dreams to improve your life. See you next video.